Good afternoon. It's Friday, December the 11th. I'm back in the Radio Nook on a slightly cold and damp day, but it's much warmer than it has been of late. I've got a parcel to open, so let's get the knife to it and find out what is contained within. I will hide this, but I will so I can show you. There we go. Long live the new flesh, and I'm wondering what the hell is this. So let's open up and find out. There we go. Just get the knife. That's it. Okay, so there we go. This is Sanction. Okay, let's just see what else I've got in here. Got a letter. I've got a letter. Wow. Happy Dicemas, Mr. Pookie. Thank you for all your work. Sanctions is a work of love. Many rule sets died in making it from the earliest iteration in school. They used a version of FF. Anywho, flash forward, I plucked up courage to publish my baby. I used the do-it-yourself approach and avoided Kickstarter crowdfunding and went for it. So that's quite a brave move, to be honest. Most new role-playing games, when they come these days, they come out via Kickstarter because you know what you're doing. You put it up there. Here's my book. I want to publish it. Can you please fund me? If we fund it, I will send you copies of my book. Sanctions is a world of fog following a limited but devastating war. Forcing people to crowd into cities, ward off from the horror outside, but increasing tension, threat, and further horror instead. Inside, like Cronenberg, technology has mostly destroyed robots and cybernetics in favour of biotechnology. Rules are simple: D6 pull system with one table to cover all tasks. More rambling on the back, I promises. Anyway, keep up the great work. Enjoy the game, Liam. More stuff to be completed soonish. Don't eat black beans. PPS. Sanctions RPG is at lulu.com. I will put a link to Lulu. If I find it, I will put the link in Lulu to it. Okay. I've just checked. There are no black beans in here, so I'm fine. So this is quite small text, so bear with me. By the 21st century, technology grown significantly, literally in fact. Biologic advances mean artificial life forms are grown organs, and advanced body augmentation are part of everyday life. It's a good job too. The terminal war ruined everything, although we were on our way as humans in doing that already. The climate and toxins, as well as the residual rads from the war, mean people have to wear masks outside. Cities are walled off to protect against what's left out there, but the scientists have promised that they have grown some creatures to help rebuild the outside world. Okay. Sanctions is a role-playing game of a future where technology evolved in a different way. The world still went to pieces, and people are still trying to live a normal life, whatever that is. Sanctions are private contractors and providing services from sanitation to detection and search and rescue. Others just see them as temps. It's a dirty world, a dirty job, and you're just the guys we're looking for. This is from Purple Crayon Games, and it has a parental advisory for explicit content. Okay, so open up. Okay, Sanctions of Core 6. Which is basically the rule set, I believe. We get to the first page. Sanctions is a game of body horror, tension, oppression, continual idiotic experiments with sciences we do not understand, yet still commercially abuse. But it's also a game of moral dilemmas. Okay. Basically, it's a biological version of cyberpunk, biopunk for want of a term. Okay. The layout is thus. So, okay. So what we've got is a sort of like a biopunk role-playing game. Basically, there's a sort of not a decent cartoon there which explains the background in fairly direct terms, and then we get into the overview right there. I would say it's not a polished game in its look. Okay, it's it's plain and it's simple. It's black and white, and that's again, it all depends upon the budget for these things. That doesn't mean it's not a bad game. It means perhaps it doesn't quite lack the polish of other games, and that's fine. It doesn't mean it's not unplayable. And there's further illustrations in there. Some of these look quite a little bit familiar in style. And essentially you go to work doing dirty jobs because nobody else will, in a dark and dangerous world which has suffered because of war and its fallout. So we're on to things like bioports and bioware, black market biotech, biocomputers, that sort of thing. Again, advanced technology, biological rather than machines. Gangs, punishment vehicles you've got in here. These kind of look like real world vehicles already. They probably come off images, come off the net, that sort of thing. That's fine. And they get onto the rules. It'll be quite short. And it basically looks like they're dealing with horror. We're basically dealing with the horrors that come with the fallout of this setting, basically the Terminal War. Suffer phobias. There's rules for gigs and job creation, company names. There's a toolkit for creating adventures. It's a simple sample adventure. So there's like a worksheet for it. Okay, so yeah, that's quite short. Then we're on to let's have a look what we've got here. You've got essentially the equivalent of a bestiary, officially sanctioned targets, AI, cybes, bions, cogs, diggers and crazies, goons, mooks, and very bad men, drones, and mute, and rat, and okay, so that's sanctions. So you have basically Body Horror Sci Fi role-playing game. Sanctioned operators, licensed, armed, capable, basically we're dealing with things like search, entry, search, and destroy and terminate different tasks. But I will dig into that once I properly review it. That's Sanctions. I will put a link to the Lulu page where you can buy this, and I will add this to my reviews queue. It's basically another British role-playing game. So if you've enjoyed this unboxing, I will be back with another very soon. In the meantime, do feel free to comment down below. I welcome your feedback. If you like these videos, I've got more lined up. I'm getting boxes of things all the time. Then please do subscribe, and you'll see me pop up with more here in the Reading Nook with a cup of tea and a different waistcoat. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for watching again. Bye for now.